Yeah, well, good morning. The beautiful morning here in Mongolia. And today, I want to take us up to talk about a place I talked about, or to see a place I talked about before, which I like to call Rabbit Hollow. We're gonna go check out Rabbit Hollow. Watership down. But first we have a little errand to run. Something I've been kind of contemplating doing for a while now. So, as you can see, it's very sunny. And cold enough to need a scarf, but my outfit today is quite fitted. You get this nice wool outer layer with a fleece underlayer jacket. Perfect. So it's kind of a dual nature mythos trek today as we head up to Raven Rock and then Rabbit Hollow. Stay with us, check it out. I like to come over here and hit this sort of stairway right here. I go up. So, here we go. Someone's left a little scarf here. Julie. Let's go ahead and make a little offering. Let's continue. There she is. All right, first stop on this morning's tour, the shrine. Looks okay. Yeah, here they go. They might turn it off. I'm sure the rabbit might like an apple, you know? Ooh, I'm lucky I didn't get the lens scratched on that one. Okay, so Rabbit Warren is right down there. And it goes all the way up the hill in the middle. So we're gonna just head right down to it. This is the beginning of it right here. Every place where there's sort of overgrown vegetation is a kind of a sign of some rabbit dwelling. And here's our first big guy. They're all kind of with their back to the sun. Actually, wild lavender up the hill. There's some more rabbit track. We're just gonna follow. But yeah, you guys see this whole berm in the middle here. This is a rabbit warren. It's extensive. And here's its outline right here. Hello. Hello. Hi. Here's another one. You see now the reason I suspect that this is a rabbit warren and not say foxholes or anything, it's so extensive, and from everything I know about these types of places, it points. So this is the beginning of it. This was dug out a long time ago, and you could just see it's overgrown now. But here it is. And I don't know how much of this is used still, but ooh, that one looks big. I'm gonna go ahead and make an offering to the rabbit god. Up. There's another one. And here is a big one. Here's my offering. Boop. Boom. Oh, it seemed like it went down there a long ways. Okay. See some rabbit fur. And we just follow the track. There's a burrow after burrow. Now I gotta be careful not to go down the rabbit hole. Unintended. Damn, that one is gigantic. Whew. Watch stuff. But I think you get a sense of how big these suckers are. And how much digging they do to get it going on here. Let's take the track through here. As long as we take the track, we're gonna be okay. So, yeah, it keeps going. There's another one. Another big boy right here. Well, actually, this one looks. Did they close this one up? I don't know what happened there. Maybe that's the entrance there. Eh, I could tell. Oh yeah, there we go. Woo. Big boy. Oh. Now the only thing is, you can tell it looks like the dogs come up here and kind of camp on these holes and undoubtedly harass the poor bunnies who are just trying to, you know. Woo, just stick your foot down that. I'm not gonna disturb it. We definitely see bunnies from time to time still, so that's good. Now I think, I'm not sure if it's still here because it's snowed a couple times already, but last time I was up here there was some lavender growing, some Mongolian lavender, which I was so surprised that I'd never seen it. anywhere up until that point, but another rabbit hole. So we're coming to the top of the warren now. Warren piece. And there's actually a falcon. I don't know if you can see the sun, so I can blot that out, but there's a falcon. Maybe a couple falcons. That doesn't seem like a falcon, but yeah, falcons will hunt the bunnies for sure. Plenty of potential nemesis for the bunnies in the forms of eagles, falcons, the occasional wildcat, and the aforementioned pack of dogs. Here we go. Here it is. Yes, that's quite dry now, but that's lavender. And let's see. Let's grab a tip off this bad boy. Oh yeah. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, boys. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's lavender. Oh my God. So good. So good. Oh. Dude, it's so good. Oh, okay, I gotta make, I'm gonna pick some, put it in this bag. All right, this is the one I'm not taking it out by the root, I'm just taking the guys. Let's see. It's all through here, yeah, this whole area is like, it's got a lot of it. But it starts above this line though, which is weird. I don't get it. I don't get why that's like that. But it is what it is, I guess. Ah, it's so good. It's so good. All right. Well, I don't want to take too much. That's enough. Oh, God, look at this. So pretty. I don't really even use it for that much. I just like having it around. It used to be a habit of mine to just grab it, you know, from wherever I found it, and just pluck some, just pluck the tips, you know. Whew. We are on the steepest part of the mountain right now. I just decided to head straight up. But you know, getting my workout in today. It's all fairly stepped down. Well, the river looks full today down there. One of my pet peeves about most of my videos I've made so far is that I don't linger on the landscapes long enough. This gives you a nice panorama though. Time to zip up. The wind is blowing, it's time to zip up, even though we're gonna start walking uphill. Well, alright, well, we don't want to take too much time out here today. Come on. There we go. Woo, yeah, there we're toasty. That's toasty, dude. But I thought it might be nice to go circuit to circuit since we're on a a path of devotion today. Sort of just a devotion to the fruitful life. Not wasting anything, you know. The life well lived. And the grateful life, gratitude. Right. You need to go find the stuff I had for you. I did some research. What amounted to research was actually me watching some Mongolians children's TV, finding out that these things are not actually called stupas, because that word is savran, I think, or skavran, savran. Sagan Savaran, white stupa, right? These are called something else. They're a uniquely Mongolian thing. They're not, I don't think there's so much like a Tibetan Buddhist tradition as a kind of old Mongolian tradition where you just build these things on the top of every mountaintop, and they kind of mark point to point. But again, I could be wrong about that, but they are fun to visit and walk around, and when you're walking you can really kind of track your progress by going sort of point to point with them. Whew. See ya. These shots work really well though. These kind of, you establish the path and then you kind of pan out a little bit. It gives you kind of these perspectives, right? Just establishing shots. That's cinema 101 on cinema. What can we talk about? Man, okay, listen, there's something on my mind. Here's a little left eating itself. I listened to Chapo Trap House this morning, and they're always ripping on the MCU, like as being kind of like this jingoist imperialist project. It's okay, whatever, right? Let's just not even get into that. Like, you know, I think Will made a fair point where it's like, you know, okay, they do allude to like there being a shadow government and a deep state and all this stuff with kind of all the civil wars and the shield developing alien weapons and all this stuff. But we have to keep it secret. He says it's kind of like, you know, they're dunking on you. They're kind of like, yeah, ha ha ha, there's a secret government, wink wink, you know, kind of winking at you while they kind of tell you, yeah, there's a deep state, what are you going to do about it? Fair enough points at all, right? And, you know, all boomer logic aside, all what's really in the mind of Stan Lee being a good storyteller aside, Felix starts to go on this rant about Easter eggs at the end of the Marvel movies and how it's all like some plot to for like people who are upper tier Disney subscribers and all this shit. It's actually hilarious. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, but it just kind of rubs me the wrong way. It rubbed me the wrong way when I first heard it, and I was like, come on, man. Immediately what came to mind is the Captain America TSA at the end of Spider-Man Homecoming. Or whichever Spider-Man that movie is. Where Captain America's doing the TSAs and at the very and the Easter egg from that one at the very end of the credits, he's doing one, and it's just like, come on guys, how many more of these do I have to do? I think it pokes fun at the whole thing. I'm like, is that really, you know, was that one, what is that? Is that just a big F you? Is that another wink wink? Or is it just, that's just them having fun? You know, those Easter eggs are just fun. And again, that's, you know, the MCU is just like, people loved it because it's like, it's in the golden age of CGI, you know, that's shit. But at the same time, you know, yeah, people love seeing those characters come to life like that. Really. But you know, it's a fair point about, you know, how Iron Man is the very first one. Iron Man's the very first one of them, and it's such a breakthrough hit. And what it's really doing is signaling the advent of a type of technology that makes it all possible. That makes deep fakes possible. That makes the holographic universe a real possibility. The wireframe, you know, the wireframe techno paradigm of the holodeck, from the holodeck to Jarvis, you know, to everything. And mostly deep fakes. Like, we talked about this for a long time, like, you know, we're entering an era in our politics and in our reality where, and I'm on this shit all the time about the virtual nature of the online world and parasociality, where it's like, we need to know. We need to know at the exact moment when they are able to fake it. Because, you know, at that point, all bets are off, and we're there. We're in that era, and Iron Man really does signal the beginning of that era. Where not only are mech suits a possibility on the near horizon, but so is a deep faked, you know, AI chatbot, you know. So is a picture of Obama, you know, eating a baby's head or something like, or any of the Black Mirror stuff. It's all become totally plausible, and plausible deniability is now sort of like a plausible virtuality. And all the problems of authenticity and, you know, to use another internet buzzword, all these become writ large. And, you know, it's a fair point. It's a fair point, and it's a fair point that everything, you know, that starts out as a good thing 5 minutes later gets co-opted into an upper subscriber tier, you know, barf fest. Fair enough, Felix. Touche, touche. Right. We're far from credible, you know, far from credulous dupes. Us people who enjoyed the first Avengers movies and the Iron Man movies. I mean, we're comic book heads, right? We're counterculture, right? But we're in a different landscape now. We're in a different world. Kill your heroes. They're all going to be weaponized against you in some sort of retconned mode. taking you out here like this when you can look over the horizon with me, I think it's a nicer option, you know. You can be out here with me, listening to me, but you know what though? I think it's worth it today. Like, so it won't take us that long to get up to the top. At least that'd be something a little extra for today. Because if we are on a real circuit of devotion today, then that's where we're at. Hey. Hi. Look at you. You need to go down to Raven Rock and check out what I got going on over there, my guy. Alright, you can see that off to that way is the trail we took the other day when it was snowing, and here is the track we're going to take today to go up there. That's where we're headed, and that's where we will be shortly. Whew. There's no joke, steep and rough out here, rugged. Nice. I mean, you can just barely see these fucking rocks. It's almost ridiculous how little you can actually make out. And action. next time we're gonna go down that way. We're gonna walk. But until next time, this is your boy SRFMF signing off from high above UB on a natural high. They're all natural. But it's time to get back. Let's linger for a while if we might. Well, I say it's time to get back down there. Time to head home. I told Duma I'd be back. I told Duma I was going for a short walk, so let's get back to Diamond Diana and the KVMA and let's take a quick walk around the BOGO. Buy one, get one free. All right, let's head home. Jeez, the battery's really holding up really well today, which is very nice. Whew. It's lovely. We're heading down this ridge here. I don't know how well you can scan that out, but we've quite a ways to go. Let's not forget about that lavender we got in our pocket. Oh. Thanks for joining me out there, whether you're in the US or Mongolia or Germany or wherever, South Korea, anywhere really you could be. This is on YouTube eventually.